what transpired.
Yep. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me just get right into it and like show everyone what happened and
Yeah.
whatnot. Nicole with the lurk. What's up, Nicole? Yeah, because that shit was like kind of crazy. What happened, dog? Oh, bro, it's crazy. Yeah, we're in the bunker right now. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
in
get.
here briefly. I'm reviewing the evidence right now. The people of the court are reviewing the evidence.
Big ups to all my haters.
Yeah. Oh, D. Hold on, I'm trying to find where it's at. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fuckery that happened this morning. Huh?
Yeah, tattoo.
All right, yo. So I sped up to the part where they start talking about the party and shit, and then they brought up us. So here's the evidence.
Two people came to the event to Twitch it.
Oh yeah, that was super
Don't we
super
find
weird.
that weird?
I wonder if anyone was on that.
Yeah, so they came off saying like we came there just to Twitch it. I'm like, no, you threw an event to what you call it for everyone to come through or whatever and chill. Also to your both streamers on Twitch and your content creators on TikTok and whatnot. So what do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna have other content creators pulling up, showing up, you know? With the stream already on and whatnot. We were already streaming for like, I wanna say like 30 minutes. Get to the spot where the venue is at. Literally went up to the bouncer to give my ID and he sees my stream is on. Doesn't say a word. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say like, oh, what are you doing? Then we just go right in. I was chopping it up with him. He was fairly nice and whatnot. And what you call it? We get inside and we're just chilling, fucking doing a live stream like I always do the IRL stuff. Yeah, people are seeing and coming up to us or whatever, but just to be like, oh, you're a Twitch streamer too, this and that. Let me follow your channel, blah blah blah. I'm not going up to people doing shit. I'm like in my little corner with Sax and whatnot, and we're just streaming with the camera on us. We're not even showing the venue or whatever. And then when it gets later on into the party and whatnot, they see us streaming and they're like, "Oh shit, that's cool! Like you guys are Twitch streaming too, this and that." And like, homegirl Christina goes into my chat like on camera and says, "What's up to chat?" This and that. So I'm like, okay. So the party keeps going on. What happened?
Why did it take over 2 hours for them to figure that out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand that. I'm like, you guys definitely saw me from afar. If it was concerning at that time, why didn't you just like come up to me? It's your party. You're the host. You have every right to come up to me and be like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Like, oh, you guys are Twitch streaming. Like, by any chance, can you just respect like not streaming at the event? Blah blah blah." It would have been a-okay. But
Correct.
the way they came off, it wasn't like that. They were like, it sounded like they were chill with it and like copacetic with it. So I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm gonna keep rocking, doing my thing, doing the IRL stream. And then once it gets to like 9 o'clock, an hour before the event ends, why is the venue manager coming up to me asking me, "Oh, are you Twitch streaming this and that?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." And you saw me about like 2 hours ago, right next to me with my stream in my hand. So I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why are you asking me now? And then she basically says like, "Oh, just for the respect of the girls or whatever, they just want to have the last hour of their stream going on and whatnot. And can you like turn off your stream?" So I was a little confused. I was like, okay. I'm like, time has lapsed over for what? 3, 4 hours?
3 hours, 3, 4 hours.
And you're asking me to turn off my stream now? Like, that's kind of weird and very, like, I don't know, sus. It's just weird energy, you know? Weird vibes. So I was like, fuck that. No, I want to hear from the horse's mouth. So I went directly to the girl, Christina, and I asked her straight up. I was like, yo, the venue manager came up to me and was telling me to turn off the stream. I don't know what's going on. If there was an issue or whatever, I'll turn off the stream, this and that. But I want to hear it from you. I want to make sure it's okay because I don't know what's going on. Like, it could be the manager being like a bitch or whatever to be like, oh, turn that shit off, blah blah blah. It's their event, or it could be true like they could have asked the manager to come up to me or whatever. But still, at the end of the day, it's like, why are you using the manager to ask me to turn off my stream? That shit makes no sense. So I said, fuck it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to cause any commotion or anything like that. I'm just going to turn off the stream. And then Sax later, maybe like 25, 30 minutes later, was like, fuck that. We're turning the stream back on. I'm like, all right, that's your call. I'm like, let's do it. Fuck it. Turn it on. And supposedly she said that she heard or saw that we were streaming again and she like let it rock. So I'm like, why is this a big issue? I don't understand. Why are you now today trying to say like it's weird, this and that? I'm like, it was your party. You could have just easily just told me to turn it off. And that's it.
Can I pause you? Can I pause you right there for a second?
Yeah.
If there was no flash or video photography allowed at this event, then why were there people there with photography? I
Mhm.
saw several other cameramen, right? Taking
Mhm.
photos, recording, whatever. I saw several other people recording. Why was it not placed beforehand on the invite to say no video recording, no flash photography, no streaming?
Yeah.
So that was what confused me when I heard about the situation, because in their VOD and on the live stream, it appears that there are other people there with photography equipment.
Mhm.
And I see them throughout the 4-hour, 5-hour video that they are recording as well.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused as to why an hour before the event ends, now that you've already been there for 3 hours, that it was asked of you to cancel what you were doing for the past 3 hours.
Yeah, which I found super weird. I'm like, why did it take you guys 3 hours or to the end of the event to tell me to turn off? Like, that makes no sense. You just let me rock the whole time, streaming the whole party and whatnot. And they were trying to say that other people were saying like, oh, like why they doing that, this and that, when I was getting people left and right coming up to us and chit chatting with us, and they were cool with it. So I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't understand that. I was like, please bring out the receipts. Like, I want to see who said what, because now it sounds like it's fabricated, and you're just using that just to say, oh, people were at the party were saying this and that about you streaming, which is like crazy for me to
Okay.
even like understand, which is like crazy. But let me hold on. Let me continue on the video.
After like an hour, I look at them
Okay,
again
like
and
look,
notice. So
someone in the chat was like, "Oh my god," I asked them for the Twitch, and they were kind of crazy. They were like rude on their Twitch, and it was very weird. That absolutely did not happen. You could rewatch my VOD, and we were nice to everyone there. Why the hell would I be rude? Like, like I don't understand. Where is this info coming from? Like that shit is crazy. Literally saying that we were rude on their Twitch and like being weird. How being weird? Like I'm like, you guys don't watch these girls and they do IRLs the same shit I do? Fill me in. What happened? These are the hosts from Saturday. Well,
Yes,
these are the two girls that hosted the
through
event.
the event.
That through the event, they're Twitch streamers or whatever, TikTokers. So they thought in their mind that no one was gonna show up doing content or bringing a camera or whatever. Like, bro, there was nothing said in the invite or the event poster saying no photography, no streaming, no nothing. It was like literally, yo, just come, have a vibe, and have a couple of drinks, this and that. So they supposedly now are saying today that they weren't like cool with the streaming, the IRL, when at the event they were mad cool about it. They jumped on my stream and said hello and whatnot. So I was just like, I don't understand. This is some fake shit. So I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, this is probably like streamer mentality. Like, oh, I'm worried they're gonna be taking my like my views or whatever, this and that. What's the name? So their thing is Christina and Amber. That's their Twitch handle. Literally just Christina and Amber. You should made your stream title, Twitch it up.
she's with the guy. and they're twitching.
Look at her. She's
But
like, they're
I
twitching.
was confused because I saw them talking to the owner of the place. So I was like, oh, maybe she's friends with the owner or whatever. So then after like 2 hours, a few girls came up to me and they were like, hey, that girl like was like in the camera, like, I don't know, whatever.
Let me see what else
So
they're
I'm
saying.
like, now I'm like starting to get kind of
Look,
annoyed.
look, look,
I'm
look.
like,
Someone in the chat comes in and says she was talking about stealing your viewers. When the fuck was that even mentioned on my VOD? Like, when was that even a thing in my VOD? I could literally replay my whole VOD. I already rewatched it, and none of that happened. So
I can't even see one spot where it was Saxabo, right?
yeah,
I can't even see one point where she went up to their setup and actually spoke to their camera.
yeah, she didn't even go anywhere near the whole stream setup that they had in the back, and she never
Yeah,
even said anything about stealing viewers. Like, what?
I can't even find a section of that 4-hour video
Yeah.
of where it happened.
All right, let's
Continue.
let's
did
see
you
what
just
else
come
they
here
say.
to go up to my computer and
Look,
plug
and then
in
she's
all
like,
my-
you only came here to come up to my computer? Like Bodega said, I was nowhere near that goddamn laptop. I was nowhere near that laptop, bro. And that stream was all in a fucking corner. I could even show you guys that literally, like, you couldn't even see shit on that stream. So for them to say I went up to the computer to say shit remotely didn't even happen because I have the evidence to prove it. And it would have been funny if they were watching my stream on theirs and they're saying all this shit and they're reviewing it and they're like, oh fuck, I didn't like, they caught us on a lie, you know? It's crazy. Free content for Trill. That's right.
Which, yeah, I didn't see it, but I was told. So I go up to Hannah, who's the owner, and I'm like, hey, listen, I don't want any issues. I don't really care.
What's their
I'm super
point?
nice.
Yeah, so B, they were basically saying that it was like weird that we just showed up, blah blah blah, and we were IRL streaming, and automatically they thought that we were like literally trying to get their viewers, which was not even a thing. I was nowhere near it. Bitch looks like their coochie smells.
But I don't know why. I just don't want them twitching. Like, maybe there's people who also don't want to be on their Twitch. I have no idea what their channel is.
Stop.
'Cause there's some
I can't. I just don't want them twitching.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yo.
just like, yo, like, bro, that shit is crazy. And then the fact that she said that like there might be people there that might not want to be on stream. Bro, I do IRLs all the time. I don't shove the camera in like people's faces if like I just met them. Like I literally tell them what I'm doing. I'm doing an IRL. I'm streaming. If you feel comfortable wanting to be on stream, go ahead. Be my guest. But other than that, I'm not gonna just shove the fucking phone in someone's face while I'm IRLing. No, most of the time it's on me. Like who the like what? It's crazy.
weird Twitch channels. Like, what happened?
And then look in the chat, they're like, "Oh, her Twitch is Saxaboo." So like all these people like remembered, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did all you jamokes come from?" Because there wasn't even like fucking more than what 30 people there, and like I have fucking 2,000 people in here saying all this shit. It's crazy.
Well, Kat just made a valid point. Kat said everyone there is on their stream.
That
So for them to
too.
come out and so for them to come out and say, you know, we're not really sure if people really want to come here to be filmed. Well, isn't that what you're doing?
You
Yeah.
have the video proof and everything of like.
Oh,
when you came
absolutely.
on.
Yeah. I'll pull it up and stuff, but I'll show like the two different perspectives. Like I could show their stream and then I could pull up mine and whatnot. But it's just, dude, it's crazy. It's just nuts.
If now we're all on this fucking weird Twitch channel. So I go up to Hannah, and Hannah's like,
Now we're all in this
oh
weird
my
Twitch
God,
channel.
I thought you told them to Twitch.
I'm like, bro, what are you
told them to
doing?
Twitch?
Yeah, she's talking about the manager. She's basically trying to say like, oh, I thought the manager told them to start a stream. Why would the manager even ask me to start a stream? Where is this logic coming from? You told them to Twitch? Bro, it's crazy.
No, she's like, hell no. So she's like, do you want me to kick them out? I said, listen, don't kick them out. I don't want anyone being kicked out. Just tell her to stop. Just stop twitching. So I see her in the corner of my eye. I tell the guy to tell him to stop twitching.
Hashtag stop
All of a sudden,
twitching.
the guy walks right.
And then look, and then someone in the chat saying, "Oh, she wanted to get into the club as well, but didn't let her at the end." No, she could have got in. I'm just not paying $100 bar tab. Why the fuck am I gonna do that? I'm like, I know better.
Up to me, so I see Hannah's face. She's like,
Well, they even like they got so mad when they couldn't get into the club with you guys. I didn't even know they tried to get in with us.
That is crazy.
"Oh, those people, I have no idea." So I tell Hannah,
And the chat is saying that while the rest of the people outside couldn't even get inside the club. So I don't even know what they're talking about or yapping about. Shit is crazy. You can even see that on mine, right? You remember when I was bugging out and like they weren't letting anyone in and I was trying to get everyone inside? It was the same shit.
Correct.
So I'm like, what are these people talking about?
so the guy comes up to me and he's like, "I don't want to talk to her. I want to talk to you."
Britt, quickly send me what their username is. I want to see it.
I'm
She said
dead.
it's still on their page on Twitch. But keep going. I just wanted to.
Yeah, no, I want to see what their page was. So he comes up to me, he's like, "I don't want to talk to Hannah, I want to talk to you." I'm like, "Well, she's the owner, but you're more than happy to talk to me. What's the matter?" He's like, I'm
Look,
doing
another
this to give
one.
you-"
His is Trillboy 15. He was the one live, but hers is Saxaboo. They were really weird, and I like talking shit on theirs. So weird. What?
What?
What? Does,
What
does that make any sense? Like what? And like talking shit on theirs. So weird.
No
Wh-
one was talking shit on yours. I watched it.
And also too, like form a fucking better sentence when you're like trying to say some shit in the chat. It's like crazy, bro. I'm like, at what point in the stream was I talking shit to anyone? I was literally just chilling, vibing, getting to know people, fucking just talking, yapping it up, having fucking drinks and shit. And there was no point in time that I was talking shit. They need to get off their high horse and realize they're nothing without Twitch themselves. Yeah. You know what it is, Kat? This is like the new age of like people coming to Twitch. It's literally the TikTokers. The TikTokers and like this whole new generation that like see Twitch is a thing. It's trending. So if it's a trend, they're gonna hop on and fucking go to stream on Twitch and shit. It's like these girls all run on trends. If it's not trending, it's not hot, they ain't doing it.
I bet you
So
they got Labubus.
oh, probably. I bet you if Twitch was to like not be a thing, like if the streaming shit like just died out next year, they will stop streaming and go to the next thing that's gonna make them money. It's crazy. It's fucking wild. This guy with the prime bodega. Let's go. But yeah, man, this shit is crazy.
All right, keep going.
All right, hold on. Let's do this.
"Don't
And
know
those
your
are not the
channel,
words
we're
I was
twitching,
saying.
I'm unsure if people in here want to be on your channel. Everyone's familiar with my channel, you know." And he goes, "Well, we bought tickets."
Pause.
I go, "Great, I'm so happy you bought tickets. I really appreciate that. So since you bought tickets, why don't you just grab a drink and
I never even said that. That's crazy.
You saw that hierarchy right there.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to be on your channel. They want to be on my channel.
Yeah, because they're familiar with mine or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. It's
You saw that. You saw that right there, right?
yeah. And then she's making up like some fucking dialogue that wasn't even said. I was just like, yo,
Oh
like
wow.
I wanted to come to you because I heard from the venue manager was telling me to turn off my stream. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was confused. So I went directly to you because you're the host of the party. And also too, like, if you wanted me to turn off my stream, why are you telling the venue manager? Just come up to me like an adult and just tell me like, yo, like, I don't feel comfortable with you streaming, blah, blah, blah. Can you turn off your stream? That would have been A-okay. I would have been like, fine, cool. I'll turn off my stream. Or I would be like, all right, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Blah, blah, blah. End of story.
Right.
But now you're putting words in my mouth saying all this other shit, saying like, oh, if you, like me saying like, oh, if you turn off my stream, you're not going to get publicity, this and that. What? Like, what? I'm like, dog. I'm like, yo, y'all are like in some
In
Delulu
the
fucking cloud world. Like, it's crazy. It's
enjoy
fucking
the
nuts.
night. Let's all have fun together. And like he was apologetic. He was like, "I'm sorry. You know, I don't really want to cause any issues. Blah blah blah."
That was
And then
true.
He was fine. I noticed the girl was pissed off, but like, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's our event. Why are you like record? I don't know. It was just weird. And then once the owners left, let me see. And then once the owners left, they started twitching again. But I just didn't feel like fighting with anyone, so I let them happen. Let it happen. But it was so weird.
Fighting with anyone. Oh, like what?
These girls think they aren't cussing out. There's no way.
Yeah.
Wait, they did?
Well, someone told me they said that. I don't know.
Okay, so why are you at our
And then
event?
look, and then someone is saying some bullshit, trying to stir up some fucking tea, and they're saying, "Oh, they kept on saying, who's these girls think they are? They aren't Kai Snap." Who? When did I say that? Like what? I didn't even mention Kai Sinat to them or whatever on my stream or anything like that. Literally, again, I could pull it up. It's crazy. Take all their
got
fake
receipts.
25K subs. Yeah, bro. Like, yo, Hanny is literally probably the SIMP people who think that, like, oh, if I gift like this many subs, maybe they'll turn and I might have a chance. That's what it is. And like their cronies that they have and whatnot. It's crazy.
And trying to twitch
Yeah,
at
that's
them.
what I didn't like.
Sue
I wish,
all
like,
them
I don't
for
like when people
defamation.
lie, right? Like if he would have came up to me and said,
That's
hey,
what my brother said.
listen,
Who
you know,
said
we
that?
bought tickets to your event,
Hanny.
we know who you are. We're trying to stream. Is there a way we maybe could like, do something together where you're recording and people could go up to the camera and I could walk around and you could invite, because there's a way to like double stream a camera. Maybe I would have been like, hey, wait, that's actually a really cool idea. Thank you
Why
so much.
are you
But
even
when
bringing
take
that
the other
up?
route and you straight up just lie and you're like, oh, I'm doing this to give you publicity, dude. I don't need your fucking publicity right now. Everyone's having
Tell 'em,
fun.
girl.
Who?
I'm just being completely honest.
What?
Actually,
Like
they were
what?
standing next to me in the shop trying to get in. Shake my head.
They're all spamming your name in
Let's
chat.
find
Yeah,
them on
dude.
Twitch.
I know, I couldn't find it. Brittany,
Guys,
can you
what's
send it to
their
me on
name?
Instagram?
My search history. Pretty kitty.
And they're talking shit
See,
about
it's still on.
you to a bigger crowd. Yeah, bro.
I
It's
said
hey,
just
to me,
sucks.
any publicity is good publicity. So I'm like,
Wait, what's it?
I'm like, you guys are giving me free publicity now,
SDS.
talking about me and talking shit. So
Sacks of boo.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
yo, you go ahead and
definitely
do what you want.
The one on the left looks like she came from Thailand. That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe the guys one?
Yeah, and the other thing is, this one is from Australia and is not even a citizen here.
Trillboy
Don't get me
15.
started on that.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's look into this now, because now I'm like,
What's this chat saying?
They're just like tagging my name.
he was nice. I don't have an issue with him.
See,
we're saying it was
see
their
now, why are you reversing the conversation and now saying, "Oh, he was nice. I had no issue with him," but you were just talking shit about me, just like what 30 seconds
Slander.
ago, saying that I was trying to give you publicity. Like me, well, like what? That makes no fucking sense. I'm like, bro, I'm chilling. Doing an IRL, I'm not no fucking big streamer myself or whatever. Why the fuck would I say that? Because they're mean girls who hate other girls who are hotter than them. You know what it is, Cat,
That's what-
too?
I was just thinking that.
You know what it is? That whole time when I put up my VOD, you're going to, like, I think they literally probably got jealous because people were coming up to us because we had, like, the whole IRL setup walking around. See, the thing is that they fucked up. They literally had a laptop in the corner with a webcam and literally you can't see the whole party. So it's like, what's the purpose of streaming your event if you don't have like a camera guy going around? I'm like, they probably make so much fucking money that they could hire someone for one day to go around and do an IRL for them in the spot. So it's
They're
like, come
probably
on,
doing some
girls.
Saxo.
It's like, yo, I'm like, y'all that like lazy to like just like be like, all right, we're gonna pay this dude and he's gonna walk around with our camera or whatever, and it's gonna be connected to the live stream and stuff. That's how you do it. Like that was just like a whack way of like setting up a stream, putting it on a laptop in a corner. It makes no sense.
Day, but I think he might have deleted it.
yeah, he took it down.
And like I said, this is like the new generation. This is people who have no clue really about like streaming and stuff, and they're just doing it because it's hot and it's trending and whatnot.
Yep.
That's all it is.
I have to pee quick. Yeah, he took it down. That's so funny. Okay, so like, looks like he goes to.
And then she said he
I'm
took
just
it down.
confused. Why did he pick our?
I think-
Hello, my fucking VODs don't publish right away when I fucking get off stream. I have it purposely for that. Like, it's crazy.
That was another thing. Like, our event. And the girl, I'm crying, the girl said, "Oh, you're not Kai Snot?" "Yeah, bitch, I'm not."
Oh!
We're back.
Daddy is getting angry, guys.
And she basically said the whole thing, the Kai
I don't
Cenat
even
thing,
wanna watch
which
it because
didn't
you
even
know why?
happen.
That gives them one more view that I don't want to give them. I don't want to give them that.
Well, too late. I already got
That's
new
what, it's
followers
so
this
late
morning.
today, and literally when we wake up late, I get even more
Crazy.
tired. So now I'm really tired. She will tell people she had 600
How they
views
find
when
our
she had
event?
60
You post
max.
about it and people see it.
Oh,
Imagine.
God.
Yeah, and they
that was
talk
very
about it
weird.
in
I
the
can
stream the whole
actually-
time.
Not that I don't remember, but I just didn't see
They
any of that
literally trying to
happening.
pull
Christina came up
everything
to me
out of their
later,
ass to just
and then
like
told
find
me
something that's valid.
what was
That's
happening,
not.
and by
It's
that
not going
time
to be
it was
valid.
already like, I
All right,
think
pause it for a minute.
Like, there's nothing I can really do.
In the, I'm going to use their word, in their twitching universe, right? In the twitching universe, there is no expectation of privacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
When streamers invite each other out and they hang out, they create events, streamer university, whatever you want to throw out there, right? There's an expectation that there will be streamers streaming,
Yep.
right? Doesn't matter what it is, it's a public place. Now, if you create an event and you say no flash photography, no videography, none of that, blah blah blah, that's a whole different ballgame,
Yep.
right? But the fact that they went to a public place, they created an event, they did not have any rules or guidelines for the event that said, no additional cameras allowed, blah blah blah, no photography, and then they're throwing it back in your face like, why were you twitching at our Twitch, right? It's kind of like you just were like, oh, excuse me, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to. I apologize. I'll cancel it right now. And then they said, no, it's fine. Well, is it though? Because then you turned around and got this manager lady and came up with some story and said, oh, the last hour, we just want us, the focus to be on us. So can you have everyone, the everyone, no, the guy that's streaming, turn off his stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, the DJ could have, think of it like a wedding, right?
Oh yeah, making like an announcement at the party.
You make an announcement at the party, right? The DJ could have kept him on the microphone and said, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Christina and Amber want to have an intimate moment with you guys, or they want to say something. We ask that, you guys please refrain from filming and, unplug for a few minutes just so they could talk to you or whatever they were going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
At no point was that ever discussed during this quote unquote twitching, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're not used to the camera world and the spotlight, and they don't understand that people can film. And if you've watched any streamer on Twitch, right,
Mm-hmm.
people should understand and notice that when Kai Cenat goes in public, there's people recording him,
Yep.
right? When Aiden Ross goes out, there's people recording you.
Any of the
could be
phase
having-
guys and shit like
the
that.
phase guys. When they did those boxing events, there was people there at the boxing event twitching. I love to say it. There's people at the boxing event twitching
Twitching is gonna start trending soon.
Bro, for
Wow.
real.
while the hoster was twitching.
It's crazy.
You,
It's
you-
crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
So-
saying. I'm like, yo, like, that's something like you would think Aiden or like Kai would say if they're doing an event, like, no one's streaming, only my stream is going on. But no, they don't
Correct.
care. They don't give a fuck. Like, you could do whatever
Correct.
you want, this and that. Just don't do anything stupid and shit.
Correct. So my problem is that when people go out in the world and they're twitching, they don't expect that when they're out that other people are going to be twitching too,
Yeah.
because of notoriety,
It just blows my mind. I'm like, bro, we're in 2025. Streaming has been going on since what, 2012 or whatever, or 2009. And
Whenever twitching started.
Yeah, and now we're in the age of streaming where now it's like
Twitching.
you leave your desktop, now you can have that ability to go out in public and do some twitching, you know, and that's how you get an IRL stream. So it's crazy, bro. And then it's funny too because later on in this fucking stream, bro, which like really like irked me was like when they like went past this whole conversation and they were talking about another streamer, supposedly something on a leaderboard or whatever, and this one guy's like ahead of them, and they were like, "Oh, what does he do on stream?" And then they looked and he was like, "Oh, he plays video games, this and that." I'm like, "Hello?" I'm like, Twitch first started as like a video game fucking streaming platform. That's how it was birthed. Like it's crazy.
Twitching is for gaming.
I'm like,
Hashtag twitching is for gaming in the chat right now.
I'm like, that's crazy now. So like you're bashing someone for streaming whatever they want. If it's video games or whatever, you're bashing them. But then like I could bash on them and be like, all you guys do is just sit in front of this fucking computer and then yip yap, and like because of your looks, you're having all these people come in and fucking just throwing money left and right. Like it's crazy. It's just it boggles me. They just mad because they're not getting his type of money. Yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's just it's so wild. I'm like, bro, like what's the percentage of like video game streamers on Twitch? I bet you it still outweighs the just chatting and like IRL streamers. It has to be. It has to be. I want to say it's probably like maybe a 70-30 split. There's 70% of like video game streamers on Twitch, and there's like 30% of people who just do whatever. Like the IRLs, just chatting, blah, blah, blah. But for video games, I'm telling you, it's going to be like probably 70%. And then you're bashing that? Like, that's crazy. It's wild. Take away the makeup, the hair extension, and the lip filler. No one's watching them. Yeah, it's true. It's very, very true. It's very, very true. So, I don't know, man.
Still looks like she comes from Thailand.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Bro, it's just crazy to me, dude. It's just wild, man. It literally is just people, regular people that are like, they see a trend and they hop on it and whatnot, and they're just going with like the whole flow and shit when they don't really like know the whole real gist of it and whatnot. Trust fund babies. Bro, it's crazy.
100%.
100% the Australian, maybe, probably, because she took a flight here when she met this girl and they started dating. So she definitely has money back in Australia, no doubt about it. And then this one fucking works in the city for one of the banks in their office or whatever. So I'm like, bro, it's like, come on now. It's like a no-brainer.
I would like to know what bank that is. Maybe they need to see some of this twitching.
I'm dead. And it's crazy too because they put their info out there like nothing. So like
Ooh.
she said it on Twitch, and every single crony at that party knew exactly their whole life. It was like a parasocial like event. It was crazy.
Ooh, that's
Bro,
that's
it
the
was
number
kind of
one
low
rule
key
of
scary. It was kind of low key scary because literally every girl was coming up to me and explaining every single little detail of these two girls' lives. And I'm like, bro, like what? I'm like, yo, this shit is scary.
You never go full docs.
I was like, dude,
You
that
never
is
dox yourself.
insane.
Never dox yourself.
You never
Oh.
dox yourself, bro. Doxing yourself is like going full retard. You can't
It's
do that.
crazy. I'll bring my Chicago out to you. I'll start some shit. Bro,
You never go full doxing.
it's crazy, dude. It is literally crazy.
All right,
I'm
continue with the twitching.
about it. But he was super nice to me. He came
See,
up to
look,
him all dancing,
she
was
talked
like,
about
"Look,
me,
you know,
and
you
she was
guys
like,
are
"Oh,
all
he's
doing great or
super
whatever," and I was like,
nice."
seems nice enough. The girl didn't speak to me, but the guy was really nice.
That's what I don't understand. They're saying like all these compliments,
What
and then
these
like
guys are
Backhand.
all out.
backhand like 5 seconds later
They're
saying,
gonna go somewhere else and
"Mad
so
weird, this and
polite,
that,
so
blah, blah."
I'm so sad. I really
I'm like, you're
nice bit of
contradicting
a
yourself.
way.
Like, what
It
the
was
fuck
so
are you
much
saying?
fun, and my mum was hopefully going to come because it was like in the middle. But that.
All right, so this is like my point of view from that day. We're walking to the event.
Wait, so she's a passport girl.
Oh,
about tactics.
The other chick,
yeah,
the American chick, she's a passport girl.
yeah, pretty much. Hold on, a little bit, right?
Is it only just like?
Hold on. I'm trying to show the part where the door guy's at. So I'm at the door. The guy's not saying anything. I have the stream on. He sees it. See, we're cracking jokes. Literally cracking jokes.
So wait, inside is it only just like coffee drinks that are in there? Oh, they have,
I like her.
Thank you.
How can it be a streaming event and you can't stream? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, what happened if I told them I don't feel comfortable being on your stream? Shut your shit off. If I'm in the event. Like, bro, I could have flipped the whole switch and be like, yo, like, you guys are twitching. I'm about to be like, yo, you guys need to shut this shit off. Like, I don't feel comfortable being on your stream.
Pause. Did they ever provide a legal document or sign or billboard that said you are now being live streamed?
No, none of that.
Oh,
None of
some
that.
legality to that, my brother. Some legality,
None of
because
that.
you are not in the presence of public no more. You are in a private business. So legally, if you are video recording, you must provide some sort of notification that states that you are filming.
Both them and the venue could get in trouble because the venue should be stating like, oh, by the way, there's a live stream going on. There's cameras, blah, blah, blah. They didn't, I didn't see any of that. Like when you see me walk through, you're not going to see no signs saying like you're on camera or this or that. Like it's crazy.
You are being recorded. Yep.
Didn't make you aware you were being recorded. Yeah. B, they didn't tell, like they basically let the crowd know like, oh, we're streaming this and that. But it wasn't known at the door or anything like that. New York third party state.
Well,
I don't know. Is it?
It's the difference between public and private. You know what I'm saying, B? Like if it was out on the sidewalk, anything goes. But now the question is, when you're inside of a private business, obviously, once you enter, you're being recorded by security footage, but for additional footage for monetization gain, that's the legality part of it. I'm not sure of. You get what I'm saying?
I feel
Like,
like
if it was
that
on the
makes it even more like a sticky situation because they're
Right.
getting subs and all that
Yeah,
and
private
making money.
property, I feel like you have to notify the attendants versus public.
Because yeah, we all know like they're streamers and stuff, but like imagine like we went in and I didn't know it was a streaming event, but it's kind of crazy.
Because if you see people's YouTube videos, like the sneakerheads that own the businesses, right?
Yeah.
They will show YouTube footage of people and they blur their faces out because they didn't get the consent to use their face or likeness for the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's crazy too. And the one other thing I want to point out right now, I see you in the viewer list. I see one of you y'all that are from their channel. What's up? I see you. You can't hide. I know you're there. But yeah. I see you in the viewer list, so trying to be sneaky or whatnot. But yeah, see, I'm walking into the venue. Nothing was being said. There's employees of the venue right there at the coffee bar and whatnot. Damn it, you caught me. Free shout out from Trill. Yeah, guys, there's one person in the viewer list that's from their channel. I already know it. But yeah, we're at the event. Nothing's going on. No one came running up to us like with the camera. It's like, because we have it there, and it's like no one's coming up being like, oh, you guys gotta like turn off your stream, blah, blah, blah. They let that shit rock. And then like you can see the whole time the camera's on me. Like when I'm holding the camera, that shit is on me.
That's the last round, right?
Oh, hold on, let me like get to other parts. But like, yeah, you see, like most of the time, the whole stream is on me. I'm skimming through it, and then like when they were making the announcement, of course, I did the whole fucking other view. Me when I arrive at NYC, I'm dead. And then go back here. We went to go check out.
There's videographers.
See, like, look, I went to the back. I didn't not go up to the stream and be like, yo, follow me. Like what this girl is doing. I was not going anywhere near there.
Nicole, you
All
see
your
that?
footage from
Yeah. I'm like, how is this me transmitting my username into the chat? That makes no sense. I'm literally just showing their chat and that's it. How is that me like plugging in my Twitch? They don't know who I am in the camera view. They don't know. I'm literally in the back corner over here. But like literally their setup was like in the corner, tucked away, not going around like with a camera guy or whatever. But I don't know. Unless that's another reason why they didn't want to have the camera around. Maybe because of the legalities with that. But like still, you're still streaming and people are going there, you know? So yeah, at that point I left. I didn't even go buy the fucking computer. Then I was helping out this girl with her necklace. And then she just hung out with us the whole time, this chick. See, they're going on my camera and shit. See, and I'm having a normal conversation with the girls. Like, they're asking me like, oh, you Twitch stream? Like, what you call it? Like, how long have you been like twitching? Just normal conversations like I normally do on all the IRLs. Just crazy, bro. And while I'm talking to the other ones, I don't have the camera on the other girls. That's crazy, bro. Literally, cameras on me. But like, yeah, like you could see, like, it literally the camera's just on me. And then this is when I had it on the pool table. Look, watch. This is the part when the homegirl comes onto my stream and says like, "Oh, you're Twitch streaming?" Eating fries. So where's the issue? That's what I'm saying, bro. There was nothing. I'm over here.
Panning and scanning the room. You're
Yeah.
not going up to people.
I literally had it on the table.
Look at that peeper.
Look at that peeper. And then look, watch. Christina is like goes on the stream and says, "What's up?" It's coming up. And like Sax, all she's doing is just like trying to film me take the caviar shot.
Oh, you're twitching too?
Look, you're twitching too?
Twitch on your Twitch.
We gotta get our Twitch on your Twitch. What? Did y'all hear that?
Bro,
Yo.
clip
Did
that.
y'all hear
Clip
that?
that. Please clip that.
Did
Please
y'all
clip
hear
that.
that? Did
Please
y'all
clip
hear
that.
that? Can you say hi to our Twitch?
Clip that. That's all you need.
I'm fucking mind blown right now, bro. Mind blowing. Bro, that is crazy. I'm literally about to clip that and I'm putting that on TikTok.
Please do it.
Like evidence. clip that and send it to them and their viewers. Yo, for real. Next time they go live, I'm gonna go in the chat and I'll be like, yo, I think you should watch this clip from that night as evidence. Like, what? Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Without the light. Light was a little.
Look, and there's another cameraman there.
Yeah, bro, there was camera people everywhere. I was like, yo. And then we just parlayed right here and just chilling. I left. I went to get another drink. Sax held it down.
He's getting us a drink.
Had drinks. And then we literally just stayed here the whole time.
It's hilarious.
Huh?
Say what?
Love Sax. She's so innocent. It's hilarious.
Literally just chilling, having drinks by the pool table. And then
I
wait,
love how you're definitely filming the whole room.
bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're forcing your twitching in their face.
That's the manager, this blonde chick with the brown outfit. She walked past me, didn't even say anything.
Wait,
Watch.
running back? I didn't see her.
She's gonna walk right by. And this is what, like, I think I'm like 3 hours in already at the party.
Wow.
Hold on, she's gonna pass by. She clearly sees like the camera on the pool table and just walks right by.
And theirs is in the corner in front of you, right?
Yeah. See, there goes the manager. Walks right by. Crazy, bro. And like, what? We have 30 minutes left and they still didn't say anything? Even homeboy came up to me. He was like mad cool. He was like, yo, you're on Twitch? Oh, I'm being very mean to the other attendees right now. Like, what? Just jealous your camera was in a better spot. Your hand. Yeah, I'm like, y'all fucked up. I'm like, if you knew you were doing this type of event, have a camera guy. You make enough money to get a fucking camera guy. Or they could have got a guy to do it for free. Some dudes will do it for free. So it's just crazy, bro. Look, the whole time we weren't interrupting anybody.
Yeah, you're in your own little
There's
corner.
that other camera there.
Oh, look, another photographer.
Yep. There goes that photographer.
That's the same one. Oh shit.
We're chilling, vibing. Nothing crazy's happening.
You're not disrupting the gas.
Bro, I'm literally just sipping and reading chat.
Instead of twitching, you're trilling.
Oh, yeah.
You're trilling.
It's trilling.
You didn't go up to people.
We
Nope.
can replace that with the word chilling.
There goes the manager passing by again. See, even Nicole knows. Nicole was in the chat the whole time.
Oh, so Nicole watched the whole thing.
Nicole watched the whole thing. She could vouch. Like, nothing crazy happened. We weren't talking shit about anyone or doing anything crazy. And then watch. You're going to see the manager come up. I got it all on stream. She walks by again and then comes back and it's like, are you streaming? She was like, I think you need to turn off your stream. I'm like, what?
But hold on, pause right here. Pause right here. The time difference between when one of the girls came up to you, when she said, "Oh, are you twitching?" to now is a long time.
Bro, a long time. When she said that, I think that was like literally an hour ago. Maybe. I want to say.
Yeah, that was a
Hmm.
Yeah, about like an hour
Okay.
or whatever.
But you were already there for 3.
Yeah. And they definitely saw me before and whatnot. And everyone
Correct, 'cause
else
you're
saw
walking
it.
around the room with a gimbal. What you know, like it's not like you're hard to, see.
So everyone in their chat are all yes men. They're all just saying shit just to please the streamer. They're like, yeah, you're right. They were weird. They were saying some weird shit. Blah, blah, blah. They were like being mean to people. Like, what? Come
You
on,
didn't
bro.
even talk to people. It looks like it was you and that girl, and then the redheaded dude. That's pretty much it.
That night on stream, I probably talked to maybe max 6 people at that venue. 6 people. Because there was 2 other girls before. There was that girl, and then there was that guy, and then there was a 2 other couple or whatever. So it was literally like no more than 6 people that I spoke to. I'm like,
While you
how?
were twitching.
Yeah, how was I being mean to the rest of the guests there? I wasn't even doing anything. I didn't even say anything to them. It was
You're
crazy.
literally just chilling.
It's just wild. See, me and just Sax is just chilling, talking. The manager's gonna pull up again. Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. All right, here it is. The manager comes. She's trying to be like nonchalant and like come up. Is that okay? You heard how she said it?
And with the hand
No
snap.
common
and
sense.
Are you
thank
sure you're
you,
okay?
yeah.
Like what? Crazy, bro.
Look, your face was like, I don't know.
Did she introduce herself?
No, she even say anything. And then look, Sax is like, no, what the fuck?
Like Sax is like, you have to fight back. I love it.
You have to fight back. Look, and she got mad crazy.
Oh, she came back.
Bro, she got mad fucking rude. She's like, can you turn that shit off?
Wait, run that back. Let me see.
Yeah, run that back. Run that back.
Put the audio up too if you can.
Like why? They're not famous enough? Why?
Rest.
Bro, how is she gonna say that she didn't realize what I was doing that entire time? Christina, one of the hosts. When I could run it back and show at the point where she's like, oh, you guys are twitching too? What up, chat?
Hi, child.
Let's get our chats together. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
She didn't know I was streaming? This is crazy, bro.
Yo, this Karen is crazy.
Crazy.
Mama tweeted that they make us shut down the live. We have to shut down the live, guys.
And that's when I was like, fuck this. I'm going over to talk to her because I'm like, this makes no sense. I was like, the homegirl was okay with me streaming because she literally came up to me and was like, what up, chat? Blah, blah, blah. Like, let's get our things together, you know? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Here's my problem. It seems like y'all were being entertainment for
Yeah.
those 6 individuals,
Yeah.
right? They felt some type of way.
Yeah.
So they probably sneak dissed and went up to the manager, and she passed by you several times before she got the courage and the balls to come and say something to you.
Mm.
And at first she came up and she gave you that really condescending Karen, response. And then you lowered the camera because you seemed kind of confused about it. You're like, okay. And then when you didn't do what she wanted immediately, right, she pulled the I'm going to speak to the manager line on you and came back. And she's like, turn it off.
Well, no, that was the manager of the spot, that blonde hair chick.
Right, but I'm saying she's like the Karen who's going to speak to the final
Oh,
boss,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. It was just everything that was said was like completely bullshit and opposite. I showed y'all what happened, this and that. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's literally funny. The big piece of evidence is when she came on my stream and was like, "Yo, what up, chat?" And like basically was saying like, "Let's get our chats together," blah blah blah, or like, "Let me see your chat or whatever." This and that. Like, I was like, "What?" I'm like, bro. I was just like, I was flabbergasted today when all that shit happened. I was like, yo,
Nice try, Pity.
I was like, yo, the bullshit that is coming out of them, like their mouths right now, on like trying to pin me as like some fucking asshole or like trying to say some weird vibes, bro. Like, cause literally we have the evidence there. I didn't have the stream on anyone. I didn't like invade anyone's like private space area. I didn't flip the camera on them without their consent. You know, like the whole stream was on me the whole time.
So my question is, why did it take 3 hours to be a problem?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that makes no sense.